everyone, this is a follow-up on the previous video. I'm just going to tell you what temperature water freezes or boils and what's hot and cold and so on. Let's get started. Water is amazing. We see and use it every day. From rain to drinking water, we need it so much. Most animals and humans can only survive for so long without water, a few days at most, but there are a few exceptions. Some animals can live for a lot longer than a few days without water. Camels and tortoises are a few of the animals that can survive for a long time without water. Like all liquids, water takes the shape of whatever container you put it in. Fun fact, water has no smell, no taste, and no color, yet it's so useful and important. Water comes in three states: solid, liquid, and water vapor, which is a gas. So first, let's talk about water as a solid. When water is a solid, it's usually ice. At what temperature does water start turning into ice? You guessed it, 0 degrees Celsius and below, or 30 degrees Fahrenheit and below. Ice is very cold and not soft at all, yet it's extremely useful. Name 3 stuff that are ice or have ice. You have 10 seconds. If you feel like you need more time, just pause the video. Your timer starts in 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, so time is up. Number 1 is snow. You heard right, snow. A snowflake is entirely made out of ice. It has a lot of holes just like legs. When a snowstorm or blizzard comes and dumps a lot of snow, it becomes white, soft, and fluffy. Number 2 is frost. More on that in the first video. Number 3 is glaciers. Glaciers are rivers made of ice. Number 4 is hail. It's rain that has frozen. Number 5 is icebergs. Number 6 is igloos. It's a house made entirely out of ice. Here's a fun question. If you bring a plastic water bottle and fill it up with water all the way, then you put it in the freezer, what will happen? You have 10 seconds to answer. Time starts in 1, 2, 3, go! Time's up! The answer is it'll break or crack the plastic water bottle, since ice takes up more space than liquid water. Now we're going to talk about water as a liquid. Most of the water on Earth is liquid. Rain is liquid, the oceans are liquid, and they cover more than 70% of the planet. Now on to water as water vapor. Water becomes water vapor when it's heated or when it evaporates. At what temperature does water become water vapor? You got that right. 100 Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit. Be careful, these temps are very hot. If you bring a cup of water and put it in your windowsill, the water inside will also change into water vapor, but the process will be much longer than heating the water. It could even take months. What happens when water changes into water vapor? The water vapor becomes part of the air. At night, some of the water vapor cools down and becomes dew or frost. Fun fact, water vapor is almost always in the air. It's everywhere. So that's all for water vapor. Now I'm going to tell you about the water cycle, since water can go through all the different states in it. It's a sunny day. The sun heats up the surface of the lake. Some of the water on the surface of the lake evaporates and changes into water vapor. Water vapor is very, very long, so it keeps rising to the air. Eventually, as it gets very high up, it cools down and changes into tiny water droplets. A lot of these droplets form a cloud. It takes billions of them to form a single cloud. Clouds get larger and darker when there's more water droplets in them. Eventually, these clouds release rain or snow or even hail. With time, the rain, snow, or hail melt and make it to another lake, and the cycle starts all over again. Fun fact, water can keep changing among these 3 states forever. Let's review what you have learned. You learned about the water cycle. You learned about ice, about rain, about water vapor, about water's 3 states, and about how useful water is to us. Congratulations! Make sure to review what you have learned so that you don't forget it. See you in the next video. Bye!